Again, thank you guys for coming to the Brittano Group Studios. You're now in our gallery. We have a gallery curator. Her name is Rachel White. She relocated here out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina, with designs, vines. She gonna kill me. Designs and Vines, which is basically sipping paint or art and wine. Has a very strong following. They call themselves the Tribe, and I like that. And it's a combination of different artists. As you see, artwork is here. Her as a curator, she's now putting up the artwork, the name of the piece, how much it costs, and the artist's name. So she's going through the gallery. Again, we're still in our build-up, setup stages. Steve Emig, this guy's amazing. The story behind him and his artwork is amazing. As you see, this is limited pieces. And we have so many different forms of artwork. We've got everything from the working station. They do all types of events back here. They had a vegan brunch back here where they designed the what's called the album style ashtrays. And so they came in and got a chance to design something themselves, put their hands on some artwork and show them that they do have the ability to create. We all have that ability. We just have to tap into it and put it to work. So this is some of the people's artwork that had to get dried, some of the artwork they had previously done that just got brought over. But these are basically albums that they took and applied some heat to it and then added their own artistic flavor to it. And this one, Miss Toni Braxton. Hey Tony, hit the freeway, featuring Loon. All right, I like that one. Yeah, so, and this is the workstation area. This is where we're gonna build this out probably just a little bit more, invite the schools in the area to come through and let the kids paint something, draw something, make a little mess, have a good time. And now with the children, we won't be doing the vines part of it, but we will do the design. Yeah, the vines for the grown folks. So yeah, so we have so many different artists, so many different pieces. I love it. I love it. I love that it has a discombobulated flow that works together in its own space, you know, the combination of each. So this is our gallery. Oh, I don't know how much light we can actually get. Oh, please take a look at this. This guy right here, William, his artwork is amazing. Wow. Yeah, colored pencil. Wow. Graphite. Look at Will Smith. Will Smith, I need you to come purchase this video, bro. Matter of fact, you ain't got to come purchase it. You contact me, Will. Listen to me, Will. Listen to me. I know you're doing Bad Boys 3 in Atlanta right now, okay? Y'all haven't casted me for any speaking roles. I get it. No problem. I'm going to forgive you for that. But in lieu of you and Martin Lawrence not casting me, I'm talking to Will Smith right now. If you know him, tell him I said so. My name is Brent Morgaskins. I'm an actor, yes. If I can create any controversy where he will pay me any attention and allow me to come and act on Bad Boys 3, I'm in good shape.
Don't let the little grays.
Don't let the grays fool you now. I'm telling you, I'll drop you on the ground and outrun you too. But Will Smith, I need you to come get this, bro. Contact me. We friends on Instagram. DM me, and we'll talk. I'll give you my number. You call me. We'll talk. I don't need to talk to Jada. Thank you. Okay, but I need to talk to you, Will. You need to purchase this, bro. That is an excellent graphite picture of you. That is awesome. William, I love this artist. Because the detail is amazing. Anyway, come on, guys. We got plenty of stuff. We got sculptures in here. We have our Dr. Hal. I love his stuff because I'm in Avengers Endgame. So anything that to do with Marvel, Captain America 3 Civil War, anything that to do with Marvel, I'm a freak for because I grew up reading comic books as a child. Yeah. So Batman and Superman and Spider-Man, anybody who's a superhero in New York, Daredevil, Hell's Kitchen, we was all over it in the comic books. And that's what we grew up on. So now, as an adult, and at the age of 48, I was able to step on to my first movie set, and it was Captain America 3 Civil War.
And that's amazing.
Very amazing. Very amazing. I'm going to wardrobe, and here comes Chris Evans in uniform. And I'm like, you're Chris Evans. He was like, yeah, that's me. How you doing? Shook my hand. Sorry, gotta go. Gotta run the set. Yeah. Mind blowing. Mind blowing. Yeah. So Beautiful artwork. Beautiful artwork. All of the artwork in here that you see is for sale. This is the dark room or the glow room. And it's lit by, oh, she went and got bulbs. Yes, awesome, awesome. This is the glow room or the dark room is lit by black light, which gives that reflective appeal to the artwork, which has luminous in it. So this is the dark room. And they went and got more lights. I love it. I love it. I love it. It looks so good in here. Jimi Hendrix. Nice. And I love the creativity of our curator. A lot of different moving parts, a lot of different, this is actually, of course, a vending machine. And she's got the glow plates in here done by different people. She's got a dark light in here. And these basically look like coasters almost, but it's a vending machine. And they even have the outside of the vending machine painted. So the concept is just amazing. I love it. I love it. I love the big bulky stuff. I love the smooth, pretty stuff. I love art. Because art really is based on you, the creator, and how you perceive it. And then, of course, the person that's looking at it, they have their own interpretation. Great artwork. Love it. Love it.
Yeah, this is some beautiful work.
Here's Steve again. Look at the words that he's got in here on the bottom backside of it, and then he's still, I mean, it's amazing. The detail that this guy has is amazing.
That is nice. I see.
Everybody, for some reason, and I know why, because of who this artist is. Her name is Aaliyah Tobias. This is her moniker, Black Museum. Now, I think she sells reprints of this, but this is her first, I think this is one of her originals. This is the one that she uses as her, I think her display setup when she goes places to do things. Well, it was, but now it's hanging here on the wall. But, you know, she's in-house. I love this young lady. This is acrylic on canvas, and this is called Change from Our Ancestors. And it sort of like almost has like the painting on the Sistine Chapel where God is reaching out to humanity, where the fingers are getting ready to touch each other. Mm-hmm. So this represents here the men reaching out to the women and the chains, the different chains. This is chains of bondage, and these can be considered chains of bondage. Again, interpretations, because you explained this to me. But this is jewelry, but these can still be considered chains of bondage. Right.
And that's exactly what I took from it. It's the chains of old to the chains of new.
But they're still chains. Exactly. So I love the message that everybody can look at and receive from what they interpret, you know. Yeah. So, but that's what I see. Reach out, which everyone who comes in and says, "Oh my God, that's got to be Diana Ross." I believe it is too. It just says reach out. The artist, I hadn't spoken to the artist, didn't say exactly who they said it was, but to me it just looks like Diana Ross, the boss, in her gratefulness, you know. All right, guys, come on out. So we're down here. You see, we've got the double stairwells with the big mirrors, the chandeliers. Again, we haven't done our full build out yet, but this is our reception area coming in the front door. Over here, across from the gallery, is the dance studio. Of course, we're going to put more lights in here, but this is the hardwood floor that I love for a dance studio because of the ballroom dancing. Now, Julia mentioned several art forms: salsa, Detroit style ballroom, Chicago stepping. I am not fluent as a Chicago stepper, but I do know steppers. But Detroit style ballroom, I can run you up to a certain level, but there's people already teaching in this area. People like Marcus B. So my dance class will be an introduction to ballroom for people in this area. Then if they want to pursue dancing further, I'll gladly hand them off to the people who are in the ballroom community who already teach it.
Yeah.
Not trying to take anybody's custom base, just giving people here in High Point something to do that's adult, grown, and sexy on a Friday night in a safe environment. And we have the space, so why not?
Exactly.
Yeah, and again, I'm not keeping anybody because I have so many other things that I do. I'm going to teach you basic, which can be taught in a minimum amount of time. And then I'm going to hand you off to a Marcus B. Smooth or a Tracy Brent or someone else with the Purple Charlotte Steppers, a Damon Damon Carter, I'm gonna hand you off to those people. So I'm not doing the classes to keep anybody or to take anybody's business, but to entertain and let people know this is where we at. And you have a place where you can come on a Friday night, learn some classes. After the classes are over, we can just party.
There's nothing wrong with that idea.
Come on now.
Y'all better come on out here.
Come on now. All right. So come on through. We got being that this used to be a furniture showroom, we have different walls, we have different textures, we have different borders. This is textured paint. Here you got design borders. You got molding with design and trim on it. Anywhere where you look up and you see frames for studio lights, we can always close the ceiling out. Again, Kari Brittano is a general contractor, so any build out that we need, she's licensed and we can do it here in the building because we have a construction team. Some of the other components that I'll just name very quickly that are in this building as well. You heard about Family First when it came to the studio music entertainment. We also have the go-to guys. These guys do landscaping, they do trash removal, they do all kinds of stuff. We have entities inside this building. So even though we are a film studio, we have a lot of moving components that all contribute to the success of where we're at right here in the Hot Point. Again, these are stages, these are rooms. This used to be a furniture showroom. So everybody had their own look and design of what they wanted for their showroom. So as we go from room to room, the floors under your feet change, the walls change, the designs of the arches change. They go from flat to square to round to arc to semi-arc. Again, studio lights are everywhere because this used to be a showroom. We have a lot of rooms that are attached to each other and their spaces appear to be combined, but the walls and the floors sometimes change the appearance. This is one of the stage areas that everyone seems to fall in love with, and I know why, because it sits on the stage, it's got the hardwood floor, and then you've got the curved column brick wall behind you. It all flow one into the other.
Yeah. This is very kind of
Yeah. And even if a person wanted to do a talk show, you could set them up on this stage, position them against this wall, line some of your chairs up back here, shoot from the back of the room. Now you got a live studio audience. Light the room up and go for it. So, again, we have different stages, different floors. This building has a lot of these, and I love it. A lot of these. A lot of these. Yeah, come on down. And this is the room that backs itself up to the gallery. So.
Right? If you don't know your way around in here, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now this is fun. This is fun.
And it's funny because it's like, you can get lost in here, but you can also find your way out because it's all kind of like a circle.
Yeah, see, this is like a closed off room. So a person shooting a project in here could have this as a bedroom. You could shoot a scene in here, and then your camera guy on the outside, he can show you coming out of your bedroom into your space. So I love the walls. I love the big open spaces because a lot of the bigger projects that I've filmed on, they have massive equipment. And a lot of times, getting the angles you want and the shots you want, you can set up equipment here, and you have long shots that take you all the way to the back room.
Oh, yeah.
All the way to the back room. So you got long shots. And I'll show you some space downstairs where you can set a track up and run a good 100 to 200 feet easily on one track and get your long shots. So we're going to come on down through here. Miles Darden has he's a photographer, and he has a project called, I think it's called Live Live magazine. Can you see his cards up here? I'm gonna get the right name. These are our cards. But here, so when I had the special for headshots, one look headshot for $50 and two looks for $75, we had it right here. Right here. And we know we beat everybody's price, because the reason why I put the headshot proposal together, or the headshot activity, is because I have 350 actors and actresses that submitted their profiles. And now I have 7 projects that I have to cast for. And out of those 350 people, a large percentage don't have professional headshots. And some of the projects, some of the directors I've already spoken with on these projects said if they don't have a professional headshot, don't even put them in front of them. So we did the headshot special. Some people took advantage of it, some people didn't. But before I do casting placement for those who don't have professional headshots, I'm going to do another big day where people can come in and for $50 for one look, get a professional headshot done. If I don't have a professional headshot, I cannot put you in front of a director on a SAG project that's going to pay you anywhere from $125 for SAG ULB up to $933 a day. I'm not going to put you in front of them with your cell phone selfie.
Yeah.
It's not happening. Background extra, yeah, we can do that all day. SAG speaking roles, these directors have told me if they don't have professional headshots, don't put them on the table. So I offered inexpensive $50, one look headshot, $75 for two looks, right here at Brittano Group Studios.
Yeah.
And only a handful of people took advantage of it. But those handful of people, guess where they will be when I start casting? In my first round of people I put in front of the directors. So this is a business, and I'm giving people the tools to become successful. I can't make them do it. I can't count their money and say, oh, you got enough money, you should be here, you should have that. I can't do none of that. All thing I can do is offer the opportunity.
Yeah.
But I always tell everyone that I know when I do something, I do it for a reason. If you see me put up a post and it ain't got but 3 dots in it, those 3 dots up there for a reason. So I will be having another headshot big extravaganza. We have several photographers that can come in here and shoot in any of the multiple locations I just showed you. They all don't have to be stacked up on top of each other. You can have one photographer in here, you can have one photographer in the gallery, you can have one photographer downstairs, you can have one photographer in the back corner downstairs we're getting ready to go. We can shoot anywhere we want to in this building because we control the narrative. It's our space. Nobody can tell us that you can't have that space because every space in here can be used. Kitchens, bathrooms, it's space. Let's create.
No, that's right.
Yeah. So come on around here. Those are offices all down there, straight all the way down. That door that you see at the end, that's Julian's office. Downstairs, we'll go in a minute. I just want you to swing around here. This is more of one of our lounging areas. Sometimes we'll have a meeting or two back here, just casually with people in an open environment. Not always wanting to put people boxed up in an office with a closed door. Yeah. You know, especially if the conversation is general, we can sit down and talk and get to know each other and connect. These are all offices. This is Whitman's office. He's the VP of Operations. This is Omo right here. As a matter of fact, I want you to look at this gentleman. This is the gentleman that when you go to the Brittano Group website and you see that video that sits at the top of the models doing their photo shoot, created by him. When you see Julian's video for March 23rd for this seminar we have coming up, that video created by him. This guy is a genius. And everybody oohed and awed over the first video, not realizing it wasn't even shot with his best equipment. It was shot with his lowest piece of filming equipment. And everybody's still, oh my God, this is wonderful. Yes, it is. It does look good. It looks very clean, very professional, very balanced, very focused. The content is there. You don't have to figure anything out. It's beautiful. And he actually did it without professional equipment. So now that his professional equipment arrived in the mail yesterday, wait till you see what comes out of Brittano Group Studios. Or you don't have to wait. Come on and let's help you get it done. So you can see up front.
I know that's right.
Come on through. Offices. Now, keep in mind, guys, one of the benefits that we have is here at the studios, we all have brought into what needs to be done here. Yeah. We all have bought into that. We all have bought into it, like completely sold out. I stay here in the building. Okay. I sleep in the building. So when somebody wants to film and you got people that work regular jobs that's in that production and they can only film on the weekend or they can only film after 7 o'clock at night, call me. We open the door. Yeah. You want to film 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning? We got a contract. We have an agreement. We're going to film 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. We're up that time anyway. Sleep is the one thing that is remiss for me right now. I don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
After you guys leave the day, I got somebody coming at 5 o'clock. After they leave the day, I'm taking a nap. I'm definitely taking a nap. So again, guys, a lot of this stuff hadn't even been built out yet.
Mm-hmm.
It hadn't been built out yet. This is mostly raw, what you see. And there's no need to change anything until someone says, I need that change.
Yeah.
When someone says, I need that change, that means we have a contract and business as usual.
Yep.
And we'll change anything in here. We're not stuck on any of it. All these walls could come down. This could be one big room. We don't care.
Yeah.
Now, go here. This is the side door that leads to outside patio. It feels good out here, kind of nice, kind of warm. We're definitely looking forward to the summer. Set the DJ up here. Run your little colored lights out there. Our landscaping team, the go-to guys, we're putting flowers all down here. They're talking about a koi fish pond. Whether they do it or not, I don't know. But set the DJ up here. Everybody's down here partying. We're gonna take it downstairs from here. We're gonna go down these steps, and we're gonna swing to the bottom part of the building. We're just gonna come in a different way. Careful coming down these steps, Darnell.
That is a nice setup.
Yeah, yeah.
That is nice.
Yeah. So, over here is our parking lot as well. Our parking lot wraps around the building. We have this section on this side. Come all the way around. We have all of this space. So, because we are community-based, because we are grassroots-based, we will have things that involve the community, from churches to children. I spoke at High Point Central High School yesterday. I plan on speaking to some of the other high school students and classes and their administration, and anything that we can do to help mentor these young people, we're going to do it. We can close these gates and have a day just for the kids, community day, parents and everything, face painting, music, pony rides, pictures by exotic cars. We have relationships with people that have other businesses that can come in and help support us on a community initiative.
Yeah.
We are community based. There's nobody can come in here and say any different, and we have the proof. We have workforce development workers who are in our building every day, Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're here.
Well,
and we're not seasonal.
That is the definition
Yeah.
of community based.
We're here and we're not seasonal. We don't shut down after 2 weeks. We don't shut down after 3 or 4 months. This is film.
Yeah.
We film every opportunity we get. I talked to the students yesterday. I said, if I put together, because they have no entertainment here, no nightlife. I said, if I put together a party for this community, for you high school students, give you guys somewhere to go, would you come? Raise your hands by a show of hands. Every student raised their hand. The teachers raised their hands. Because these kids don't have anything to do.
So
that release of energy comes in the form of, I'm go to this high school, you go to that high school. I don't like you, don't like me. Let's fight. That's what we're not going to do. We're not going to do that. And because we are in a mentoring position as adults, we have to get it right.
Yeah.
That's why I put out the plea to all of those people who were on that expose project. Let's get the chatter out of the way. Let's come together and let's be grown and talk about it. Because again, we are going into the communities. And when we stand flat-footed in front of those young men and say, yes, as a man, I had an ought against my brother or my sister, but we talked about it, we made it right, and now we're working together. I want to be able to say that. I may not be able to end with we're working together, but I do want to be able to tell that person standing in front of me, we approached the person who we had an offense with, we asked for their forgiveness, we talked about what went wrong, we talked about how to make it right, and we talked about how to move forward in the future. If they don't accept that, that's on them. We've done our part. So now when we start moving in the community, we can openly, with our chest stuck out, saying, yes, as men, we tried to do what was right even when we made mistakes. We bowed our head and said, I'm sorry, my brother, I did not mean to offend you.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know how to do that because we've been taught not to bend your head. Stand up straight. Don't let nobody make you their servant. See, here's what people don't understand. Everywhere in the Bible, when God told someone that he was going to do something for them, he always required, there's not one single incident, he always required us to do something first. And a lot of us, yes, we're blessed, and yes, we will have blessings that will still come, but there's a lot of us that are still missing out on things that we should have because our plate is not clean.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to ask for seconds from God until you've eaten what he's given you first, because God is not a waster.
Yeah.
And that's why if you have a talent and a gift and you're not using it to its fullest potential, you'll lose the gift and he'll give it to somebody else.
Woo, boy, you let's speak on it. That is true.
I'm serious.
That is true.
I hear a lot of people say what they used to do. And some of what they used to do is what they said they loved to do.
Yep.
There's no way. If I love it, I'm not going to stop doing it. That's why people have addictions. It's not necessarily that they love what it does to them. They love how it makes them feel, which is short term. But the backside of the end result is a degradation of that person as a human being.
Yeah.
So when you love something, people who are addicted, they don't necessarily love the drug. They don't necessarily love the nosebleeds from snorting cocaine. They don't necessarily love the esophagus being torn out. They don't necessarily love the teeth falling out from meth use. They don't love the bad body odor because they don't care about washing because they're doing crack. They don't love none of that stuff. They don't. As human beings, they don't. And we who are not addicted, we don't understand it. First thing we want to do is just put them down. Oh, you do something, you get yourself better, go to rehab. It's not that simple.
Yeah.
Because spiritually, they're in love with a feeling. That's what they keep chasing. But the feeling only lasts so long, and that's what creates an addiction. Because if you can do something one time, and it makes you feel good and it lasts forever, you don't ever have to do it again.
Exactly.
But man-made drugs are not designed that way, because man-made drugs always first affect your physical body, your chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
And if your spirit is not in lead of who you are, then your flesh is, and that's why people get addicted.
Mm.
So like I said, we're sitting on 2.98 acres. We can jungle gym this whole parking lot. We can do music, DJs, people cooking food, cooking contests, face painting, art. We're gonna light the community up. We're gonna involve them. We're gonna invite them out, and we're gonna make it public that we're inviting them out. So if they don't show, we invited them. We want them to come out. Come see what we're doing here. Some of the equipment that you see is from the other business entities that are here. The go-to guys, like I said, that they do landscaping, they do trash removal. They qualified to do some light construction projects. And this is what we have. This is the back of our building. This is one of our vendors. He has a trucking company. He leases some space from us. Across the street is a massive, beautiful shop that doesn't cost anybody anything, and it's the cemetery. I took one of the workforce development workers out to the cemetery on yesterday, and I told him, I said, tell me what you see. And he looked around, he said, I see a bunch of graves. I said, and what's in those graves? He said, people. I said, the people in that grave, in those graves, what do you have that they don't have? And he thought about it. And he got quiet, and that's how I'm gonna answer it for you. What they don't have is a choice. They don't have a choice that they're in that cemetery. They don't have a choice whether they have a headstone or not. They don't have a choice whether or not if where they're buried at is perpetually taken care of. They don't have those choices. So because we have choices, what choices are you making? That's why the first thing when I mentor people, I ask them, why do you want to be an actor or an actress? And if you don't tell me you love it, it's a hard conversation after that. Because if your head is not right, your body's not going to be right. And that's why people who fall victim to what their flesh decides versus what their spirit decides are the people that end up defeated in life. So the only thing different that separates us from them is we still have the ability to make choices. So I told them, make better choices. If you think you can, you're right. If you think you can't, you're right. The question is, what are you thinking? Part of what we're going to do too is on the front side of the building, we have wall space like this. We're going to offer banner advertising. We'll make the banner. We have a print company that can make the banner, and we just charge you advertising price for letting your banner hang on this road. West English Road is part of the High Point build-up, $5 million project that's going to beautify this street, this road that comes in front of our building. We're in a good place. Beautiful location. But guys, again, we need y'all to come through. We gotta come through. Bring your projects. That's what we're here for. And trust me, we have a very strong skill set. We know what we're doing. Not saying we're experts because we learn every day. But for what we do know, we make it work. And very proficient. So this is what we got. So these guys are gonna come, they're gonna get all of this, all of them leaves and stuff, plant some flowers there. The factories across the street, some of them, because of the chemicals they use, they can't smoke on their campus. And we offer them the free privilege and opportunity to come and park over here and smoke. They're not bothering anybody. Because when we open up the restaurant that's in the kitchen, we would love to serve them lunch since they only have 30 minutes and it's 15 minutes to go downtown. That's not including the time to get you to come across the street. Or we walk it over there, we deliver it to you. It don't matter. Since we're on the bottom floor, let's go ahead and get through the front. This wall over here, this road gets a lot of high traffic. They're calling this West End. So again, we have wall space. We can hang banners up right there. There's a lot of traffic that comes up and down this road. Advertising space. Factories across the street, looking at our kitchens and stuff that we have in here. So we're gonna go back in the building. We're gonna do the bottom floor. Right? So this is the cafeteria area. We can have small events down here, kind of control the crowd. We bring a small group of young adults in here, give them the patio area also outside. Cook them some food, give them some music, let them dance, let them talk, let them socialize. One of the other things that we are looking at doing from a community-based perspective is just setting up what's called a kickback place for them, where they can relax, very comfortable furniture, bean bags, video game systems, the whole nine. Yeah. We believe in people. We believe in people, definitely. Sliding door to the access area to the patio. That sliding door is operable. Come on through here. Kitchen. Two stoves, refrigerator, dishwasher. We do a lot of, a good bit of cooking in here. We all cook as a family. We cook, one person cook or two people cook, and we eat together. We break bread together. So I love it because it's a bunch of creatives that have come together, and we said, whatever sacrifice we need to make this work, that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna